Oh, I see. All the way up.
Please join me. Let's make walking cool again. Now, people like David Goggins, someone who is actually a really, really great influence on this world, made running so awesome again.
Bro, it's gonna happen.
Yes.
I try to match your pace.
Good job, brother.
But then I did it for like...
I mean, it was already pretty cool, but David Goggins, you know, the whole stay hard, not gonna lie, does light a fire right up in the makes me want to go, oh yeah, okay, I will stay hard, Mr. Goggins, sir. I will run very, very fast and very far. Other people like even Kyle from Nelk. Now, I used to love Nelk years and years ago, but seeing Kyle in his 30s now take care of his health, do a little bit less drinking, and actually...
Dude, I don't care if I'm a douche.
You sound like a total
No,
douche.
but it's like all the hard work you put in.
Yeah, why not show it? Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm a douche then. I don't care.
Be actually a pretty better influence for the whole getting in shape thing. He also made running cool for me. He runs marathons. He ran, I believe it was something like 100 miles with Brad Kraut, another streamer. That actually honestly did inspire me.
Let's go. We did it. We fucking did it. We fucking did it.
But I want all of us as a collective to make walking the new cool thing. I mean, there is nothing better than being able to go outside and just simply walk with headphones, no headphones. It does not matter, but it actually did save my life. Now, every time I do walk, first of all, obviously, I feel healthier. You look outside, especially in Orange County, California, it's really nice. I even sometimes go to Santa Monica. You see the ocean, you do see some homeless people, but it doesn't matter where you are. It's the fact that anyone, almost anyone can walk. The elderly, children, middle-aged, 20-year-olds, it doesn't matter. Sometimes running can be pretty hard on the knees and all this stuff, but it's not just the fitness though. It really is the one thing that genuinely keeps me, I should say, happy. Like sometimes when I wake up in the mornings, like before I go to school or work, I literally just want to go, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Oh, I'm so excited to go to work again and work and work and work and work and work.
Getting clean.
And then, you know, after work, I come back to this very white, scary room and I film videos literally all day. And people who are in cubicles or, you know, their jobs inside, you don't realize that you were spending 7 to 8 to 9 hours a day inside. No sun, no nothing. And the only thing that can possibly change my mood when I'm literally crashing out is these walks. I've gone through really bad waves of like pure sadness before walking outside, like really bad, especially even days like today. Woke up later than I thought, 15 minutes late for class. Then I'm working my internship in between class and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I started to like see, like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Boys, like Black Noir. The character like was so psycho that he made up like fictional like character dolls in his head. Like, hey, Black Noir. That's what I was like. I was literally feeling that. I was like, oh my God, no lunch break, just internship and law school classes. And then I still have to go back home at 6:30 and film my YouTube videos. I have to chug 5 espresso shots and say hello to the coffee bean lady who gives me nothing but stupid ass ice in a $6 cup of coffee. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was a long day. But the one thing that I was so angry at everything. I want to like crunch this coffee cup in my hand because I paid $6 for literally air. I was pissed at work because my boss is a very lovely human being who sucks ass. And I was crashing out. I went for a walk around my apartment about 6 times, 7,000 steps in total so far. I came back from the walk back to my apartment. And I was literally like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I listened to, you know, my favorite Gunna album. I listened to some Lil Uzi Vert, even some old classic Post Malone. Now they always say congratulations.
Now they always say congratulations.
And I felt a lot better. It's the one thing that saves me, makes you healthier mentally, genuinely mentally, and physically. Now I must say I am re-entering my lock-in era. And yes, I said era as a grown 24-year-old man, but these past couple months, I have been just feeling like an absolute fat ass. And I was watching some random YouTube video. I've been like trying to find smaller YouTubers like myself to just start watching because those are the hidden gems. And this guy just really talked about, he's my age, and he just kept talking about how drinking like in your especially mid-20s really has a bad effect on like your face, your weight, your mood. It's like really bad. And I know my dumb ass already knew that. I mean, I went to college for 4 years and drank, I guess once or twice twice a weekend, every single weekend. And I came back one summer, or actually during Christmas break, back to my hometown to my parents, and they're like, "Hey, son, you look kind of fat and unhealthy." And they would never tell me that. They always tell me, "You're so handsome, you're so." But it got so bad because I was just drinking so much alcohol and eating so much steak quesadillas from Taco Bell while drunk, which was, I mean, it's a great combo, but it's terrible for you. And I'm now entering my Patrick Bateman era. Not like the psycho, weird, scary version of Patrick Bateman, which might be his whole thing, but I'm entering that like taking care of yourself. The thing he says, you can always look better, be healthier, skinnier, always look better. And I'm like, I could fix a lot of things about my life.
You can always be thinner, look better.
My appearance too, but the one thing I can control is being lean. As Clavicular always says, lean maxing.
Looks maxing can be as simple as losing weight, right?
Which just I want to just squeeze his neck and just go, ah. But I will admit, yeah, the lean maxing thing is right. Like the best way to look better, no matter how ugly you are, scary, short, the only thing I can do to really enhance myself right now is to get as lean as humanly possible. Not just for like the looks wise, but because I don't want to feel fat in these pants. Like I just wore these suit pants to class today, and I'm sitting there all class long like this, and I had to button it, and I actually just felt uncomfortable for 4 hours straight in this classroom because my gut is sticking out, and I just felt disgusting. Like I want to get leaner again and enter this new prime era of myself, because that's when I was the happiest. I was the happiest back in honestly 2022 when I was going through a breakup. So I just literally grinded my ass off. My friend Mason knows this story. It's called the hot dog story. I probably told this already, but I just want to give a little quick recap. I was going through a breakup. I wanted to get as in shape and, really get her back. So every time I would eat, right after eating, I would go to the treadmill and like try to burn it off, which is, I was mentally insane. But hot dog story is 4th of July. I had 2 hot dogs.
Nathan's Famous in Coney Island, New York, became one of the first hot dog stands.
I told myself I wasn't going to eat that time because, hot dogs are not good for you, but I ate them. It was the 4th of July. I mean, come on. I then asked my friend Mason to drive me home because I didn't drive yet, so I could go run on my treadmill and burn off the calories from those hot dogs and then drive me back to the party. And he did, because Mason is goated. Love you, Mason. And again, I don't want to be that horrifying because that was like too scary, but I want to get on that level of like motivation to literally work my absolute ass off again. Like,
get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
Because that I really was honestly the happiest. I was super in shape. I felt healthy. I actually talked to the most girls ever because I was focused on like filming content when I used to do other videos and channels and stuff. I was doing those. I even was like streaming on Twitch for a little bit when I was doing that stuff. Like I was only focused on bettering myself every single day. It was the first time in my life I had girls like come up to me and be like, "Oh, hey, my Alex, you look a lot better. I saw your Instagram. You're popping off, honey buns. I saw you're doing Twitch streaming now. That's super sexy." They didn't say that, but you get the point. Everything was clicking. And I've been in one of these ruts lately where I just like feel disgusting. My channels aren't doing the best. Like nothing's really working. So I'm like, okay, I gotta lock in again. I gotta stop going out. I mean, I'm 24 years old. I shouldn't be going out twice a week anymore anyways. And I've now entered this like the happiest I've ever been in my life. I want that again. I want to feel my prime coming back. Like all those cornball edits on TikTok. It's like, what's that? I feel my prime. Like I want that. I want like a level of locking back in comparable to Robert Downey Jr. when he was like in and out of court in jail for substance abuse. And then he woke up and realized, you know what? I'm him. I'm one of the best actors ever. Then he took on Iron Man and became the man we all know today and one of the highest paid, most loved actors of all time because he woke up and realized, I don't want to be in jail. I want to fix my health and pursue my career to the fullest. And that's what I'm starting today. Now I realized it really is, I can't believe I just realized this, but is on you. It's all on you to build your life. As you get older, your parents, start to obviously take a step back. They don't pay for everything anymore. And it becomes a shock to you. And you realize the only way to live the life you want to live, whether it's you want to be, you want to start traveling more, you want more free time, you want to make more money, you want to just feel better, it's on you. No one else can physically drag you out of bed, force you to work, force you to film more videos or go to the gym more or do this more or walk more. No one's really, every guru says it right. I think Mel Robbins was the first person that I really saw say this was that no one's coming to save you. No one is coming to save you.
No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off.
And I was watching, I don't know why, I was watching the Bradley Martin podcast before I went to bed. I usually watch podcasts to fall asleep because they're, most part pretty boring and relaxing.
Natural, you all.
No, I take testosterone. I've talked about this plenty of times, yeah.
Okay.
But he had this new and upcoming Twitch streamer called J-Shock on his podcast. I think he's like 27 years old and he has some sort of disability. And he was saying how he hated his job.
I got fired from Home Depot for being assaulted and defending myself. I got fired from the post office.
He worked at Home Depot. He worked as like some stupid ass job that he hated. And he wrote down in his like little email to one of his friends saying, listen, man, I know we're coworkers, but I'm not going to work this job for much longer. I believe in myself too much to be here and I'm going to chase my dreams of content creation. And your dream doesn't have to be content creation. It could be any dream. That just happened to be his. And now the man's blowing up. He does like a thing where he just, I guess he eats on camera and has a whole thing where he says it's shock o'clock because he wears a G-Shock and he calls himself J-Shock.
Mayor of Malibu. Travis, initiate shock o'clock Riz mode.
I don't know, but his story was inspiring. I mean, he obviously has a disability where you can visibly tell and, there's obviously some things that aren't perfect about him, but he didn't care. He took the risk, believed in himself, and now is one of the most popular trending streamers out there that everyone wants a bit of him. He's collabing with everybody because everyone wants J-Shock now. And if you think a couple of years later when he was working his job, it all happened because he wanted a different life for himself. He took the risk. And I honestly weirdly respect him so much more now. I knew nothing about him, but I happened to start watching his videos, which is crazy because I never ever would have thought I would have watched them. But when you hear someone's story like that kind of resonates with you, like I was like, damn, this might be one of the coolest things ever. And he also was working at the post office too, and he couldn't even reach the pedals to drive the postal vehicle. And he just said, you know what, screw it. I know I'm funny. I know I could have an audience. And he just went all in.
I couldn't even reach the pedals, Brad.
And I think that is the real message is it's either you build the life you want or you continue to settle with the life you have. And me currently, my life right now, I don't love it. I really hate working in law. I really hate I'm pretty lonely for the most part. I don't really see many people all that much. Maybe Friday night I do see people when I go out, maybe. And that's pretty much the only way I see people. I don't want to be cooped up here anymore. I want to travel. I want to be in Spain. I love that place. I love Croatia. And I haven't gone back there for 4 years? The best moment of my life was jumping into the Mediterranean in Croatia. And I felt like it was the best day ever. The best day ever was being in that water, like with my friends, because I could afford it at the time. I had some help from parents because it was 4 years ago. I was still in school. They helped pay for it. And 4 years later, I still talk about Croatia, how the one time I jumped in that water and I haven't gone back since. I haven't been anywhere really since at all. And my dream is to do that stuff. I want to travel constantly and it's up to me now. And I can't keep relying on my parents to help pay for it. It's my job. I want that life. I want to be back there. I want to build my life. I want to go out there and see stuff. And in order to make that money, in order to have that free time, it's on me to build that life, to work harder, to post more YouTube videos, to make better YouTube videos, to grow my company Daction, to grow this stuff, because that is the only way I can get there. And I know this video started off with like the whole walking thing, but the walking thing really helps with everything. Mindset. After you go on a walk, you feel better about every aspect of your life. You get more motivated. And that's just what I want for myself.